their reactions. So I take my coat off and they're like, oh, Brendan's like, damn, like I'm like walking and I had heels on and everything, so you know I'm that bitch.
All I can think about is you.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Gunnars and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of pulling up to 14 functions for pretty much his function tour. It was really fun, and listen, the next day is even better. So it's Nick's birthday and we go to Milwaukee, and my fit was to die for. Here it is. But so we ended up driving to Milwaukee that morning. Yeah, we drove that morning, and we met up with Telsey and Sonia, and we were at the Airbnb, and then we got to the venue, and we were kind of late because we got to Wessening late, but like it's fine, you know, fashionably late. But we ended up, we got a line for meet and greet. Their reactions when they seen me with the fit. So I had on that 2-piece, which is a picture I showed you, and then I had on a fur coat. And then so when I walked in, they were like taking coats and stuff because people didn't want their coats in the picture. So I take it off. I was like, and I hand it to Joe. So I handed it to him. I kid you not, like their reactions. So I take my coat off and they're like, oh, Brendan's like, damn, like I'm like walking and I had heels on and everything, so you know I'm that bitch. So I'm walking past to go sit down on the couch, and I go, and Brandon is just like, damn, just like following me with his eyes as I go sit down, and I'm just like, boy, you know you got a girlfriend, you better stop. Not anymore, BTW. But and then Zion's like, damn. I'm like, boy, if you don't, Brandon about to get you. Adam goes, so you pulling up to the Met Gala or a Pretty Much concert? I'm like, why not both? And then Nick was just like staring and stuff, and Austin was just like smiling and laughing because everybody's face, and Kai had the camera. He looked at me, he was like, damn. I'm like, I look too good. Do I look that good? Like, don't play with me. And when I went to go sit down and go take the picture, Zion puts his arm like around me, and so I'm like, oh, okay. So I lean in, he goes, oh, let's take a cute picture together. And I'm like, boy, don't play with me. So here's a little meet and greet picture, and you see Brandon like leaning in a little bit, like he was trying to get close, Just kidding. But that was probably like my favorite. Like, people are like, what is your favorite outfit? Like, I really love that outfit because of their reaction. Like, they like the love I got. Brandon's date. Not even gonna get into it. But think about it. But then we took that cute little picture and all that, and then the concert happened, and so me and Sonia stayed in the back with Haley and Maddie, which my thing too, love her so much. But we just stood back there and we took a few pictures. We were talking to Chris Wiegand, and we were talking to Kai, and this mom comes up to me and Sonia and was like, oh my gosh, we need a groupie pic. And I'm like, okay, like, here's the picture, it's cute. And then she's like, yeah, my daughter, I've been taking her to concerts and stuff like that. And so she came, and I talked to her daughter for a little bit, and then we all took this group picture with Kai, which here it is. And that was actually like a really fun night. Like, it was Nick's birthday, so he went off. And Twitch's birthday was literally the next day, so they were there at midnight. So after the concert, like, they were up partying and stuff. Like, if you've seen their Instagram, you've seen when it was Nick's birthday that they was up there partying. I was outside. But they were partying in the upstairs and stuff, and we were just sitting outside, like it was cold as hell. And then so Gunnar comes out, and Gunnar, like everyone's starting to leave and stuff, and then Gunnar comes out with the pizza. So we go and sit down in a circle with Gunnar, which love Gunnar to death, like that is yes. And like it was this s'mores pizza, like the grossest thing that you could possibly get, but there was one piece of cheese pizza and I devoured it. So good. And then he was like, there are 3 things that I've learned on tour so far. He was like, when you say get paid dust, it's not a good thing. When paid gold is a good thing. And wig means like wig snatched. I was like, yes, Gunnar, you've learned the 3 keys of fangirls. And then the boys come out. And so sitting there talking to, I was talking to Kai, and then I seen Brandon. I was like, oh shit. See you in a second. And so once he came out, we were like, I like had on this jacket and I had on a blanket and everything, like I was warm. But then I was like, oh yeah, can we just take a quick picture? Like I just wanted to get our picture out of the way so everybody else can get their picture. And like I just like to be first so I can just get it out of the way, and then I'm not like, you know, holding up the line and stuff like that. But this man continues to like, he's like, oh yeah, let's take a pic, and then goes to the next person. I'm like, okay, like it's fine, I can't wait. Like he's like, put, and like I had already took my stuff off because I thought we were just about to take this picture real quick. He goes, put your coat on. I'm like, come on now, I'm just trying to take this picture and I will put it back on. I don't want to put it on and then take it back off because then I'm gonna get warm, and then you already know how it goes. So he's sitting here like yelling at me. I'm like, why people think they can just talk to me any way that they want? Like what do you think this is? And so he was taking his pictures and stuff, and we took our cute little picture. Like, here are 2 cute little pictures. I absolutely love these. And then so I went and talked to Zion, and I was like, what'd you think of the fit? And he was looking at me. He was like, I liked it. I was like, okay. He was a little bit gone, so I mean, maybe he was just flirting because he was drunk, but like it's okay. And then I went back to Brandon and I was like, wait, what did you think of the fit? Like I didn't get to see Nick at all. Like that man went straight to the bar. I was like, happy 21st birthday, you go have fun. So then I go up to Brandon and I was like, what do you think of the fit? And he was like, you already know we was commenting on the fit, you already know you was popping. I was like, don't pop my head up like that, don't pump me up like that. And then Diamond comes up, she's like, yeah, she was all that in a bag of chips. She's like, popping. He was like, yeah, popping. I was like, boy, if you don't.
What did you think of the fit? Wait, I got it.
Bro, we was all commenting on the fit. You know we was. You know we was.
Yeah. Popping, Brandon.
It was
she
poppin'.
all that in a bag of chips.
Then they go and get on the bus, and then Gunnar's still outside, so we're sitting there still talking to him, talking about his performances and stuff, and the instruments he plays and all that. And then Kai comes out, and me and Kai had our little moment, and let's just say it almost went down. If someone didn't cock block, then it would have. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's cool. Thank you, Edwin. Oh, I didn't even say what happened to Edwin. So I go up to Edwin, and he goes, we gotta take a picture. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, if we gotta, we gotta. So here's our picture. But back to what I was saying. So then we stayed out there for a little bit, and we were like low-key gone because, you know, always Friday Life Stoner. And then it started to snow. It was like, oh no. Brandon comes out with no coat on, so I'll go, put your coat on. And he looked at me, he was like, I only came outside to go grab my stuff. And I was like, and you still need a coat on. So after all that happened, everybody running back and forth, Chris getting off the bus, Kai off the bus, like they all just everywhere. We just went back to the Airbnb. It was like, nah, I can't even. So then we didn't go to Minneapolis because I was like, I kind of really don't want to go. So ended up going back home, and then Detroit. Listen, Detroit was that bitch, was a movie. Like, I loved it. Like, all my friends were there. Like, everyone pulled up to Detroit. I got to meet Kelsey. Like, that's my main bitch. But I love her so much. And then me and Kayla just drunk off our asses, and then we were high off our asses. Like, we were just gone. Like, it was just a good day. We were like waiting in line for meet and greet, which wasn't that long because like we were at the beginning of the line, and everyone's pictures went kind of quick. I mean, like everyone had time to talk and stuff. So Mama Porter was there, and she brought her dogs, and Austin was in a good mood because I guess since his mom was there. And when it was my turn, I showed them the tattoo that I got in LA because I never got to show them. And I was like, oh yeah, I know Chris did this. And Nick's like, what does it say? And I was like, list art is that of making others happy. And he was like, oh, dope. And then so Brandon had his leg up, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, put your leg down. So I put my legs over him. And everyone was just being so sweet. Like everyone was just so sweet that day. Like I don't know what it is about Detroit, but Detroit is always a good time, like I swear. And so we were like, I took pictures with Kelsey, took pictures with Danielle, took pictures with Sarah, took pictures with Polly, and then me and Diamond and Kayla took pictures. You already know, like you already know what it is. And so we were just having a good old time. And then when Gunnar came on, you already know. Oh wait, here's the fit for that show. And then when Gunnar came on, you already know that I went off. That's where I'm mostly in the Out of My Mind music video, because like I went off. And then Brandon, Ari, Ada, it's fine, it's fine, it's okay, it's okay, I'll be fine, that's cool. We can run nice and slow. Me and you, true. Detroit. We stayed outside for a little bit. We were just like bored. Like there was really nothing to do. We didn't have nowhere to go. So we just chilled out for a little bit. Got to take more pictures with Brandon. And Nick. They were like inside at a concert. Atlantic. Something. Chase Atlantic. That's exactly what it was. And so they were inside just chilling, watching that band and stuff. And then they came out, and then they went to the Gunnars tour bus and just had a good time over there. And I'm gonna play the audio of this, just this video. I can't post the evidence because like it's wild, but yeah.
Edwin, can I fly punch you since you forgot my name? You told me I could.
What's a fly punch?
I'll show you.
Then we went back to, I was with Alexis and Amanda, you know, love them, and Kylie. And so we went back to Alexis's friend's house, and we stayed there, and then we left in the morning to go to Indy. Indy was so fun. Like we got there like pretty early, like good parking, and drunk off my ass before we even get in. Like it was ridiculous. Like never sober at a pretty much show. And we just waited, and we ended up everyone was waiting around. We walked back and forth to Starbucks to go get dressed and all that, and then we it was time for us to go inside for meet and greet. We were talking about fly punching. If you listen to that audio, you would know. And so someone is like, we're behind the backdrop where they're taking their pictures, and someone just starts talking shit, and I'm like, who is this? I was like, I was like, you don't want none. I said, when I find out who you are, when I come behind this camera, you better be, come behind from this backdrop, you better be ready. He was like, oh, you don't want no smoke. I was like, I can fly punch you if you want. And he was like, you don't want no smoke. And I was like, who is this anyway? I was like, I bet you it's Edwin. And then he changes his voice, and he was like, I don't know who it is. Why come around? It's Nick. I was like, of course it's you, best friend. Like, of course. Like, and then Austin was just laughing. And, like, no one else knew what was going on except for, like, Nick and Austin because they were right there. And then so I come and sit down, and Zion goes, so how many shows has this been for you? And I was like, this is number 8, and I still have Chicago and Boston. And he was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, don't question me. I'm grown. Don't. And so we were, we took our picture, which, here's our picture. Love it. And then I went downstairs, you know, got barricade, you know, always chilling. And that was a really, really good show. Like, the eye contact that Brandon was giving me that night, like, everybody kept like, why does Brandon keep looking at you? Why does Brandon keep looking at you? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you see it. You see it, I see it. That's why I'm loving you. That's why I'm loving you. Okay, sorry. But I'm just like, I don't know. But listen, he can keep looking at me because he is fine. No, it's kidding. But yes, and it went off per usual. And then so we go outside and we just chilling, like we waiting, literally waiting for everybody to come out. Like they come out one by one and stuff, and it wasn't like they came out like late, but then we ended up just leaving because we were like, no, it's too cold, and they were acting like they didn't want to come out, and someone's mom was literally like pushing their child on them. I'm like, bro, can they do what they gotta do and then you go and take pictures? Like, that's not how this works. And so we ended up going back to Alexis's brother's house, and we chilled there, and then we went to Chicago, and which I'm gonna call this place Chicago. And so we were just, you know, chilled out. We didn't go as early as we no, because we didn't want to go that early because it wasn't really that serious for us to go that early because we didn't have meet and greet. So I think, yeah, we just had GA for that one. And so met up with Ari, you know, love her, that's my bitch. And met up with Kylie, love her so much. And met up with a lot of people. Telsey came, and because Telsey's from New York. And then we met up with Uncle, and we met up with Tiffany and Jake, love them, faves. And then we ended up once meet and greet happened, everybody got their places and stuff, we just stood in the back because like it was just way more fun back there. And so after I'm trying to think what happened. Chicago was literally like a blur. Like it was so cold, and just literally like just dragged on. So Gunnars' mom talked to Spencer Sutherland's manager, talked to Troy, saw Ian Eastwood. Like, we were behind Twitch again, you know, just that's my buddy, that's my bestie. And we were just behind him, just talking all this mess to him. And I'm like, bro, can you just, like, I had on my Gunnar hoodie, and I was like, can you just put it on your chair? And he was like, no. And I'm like, come on, like, it's not bothering, just put it on the chair. He goes, fine. I'm like, bro, don't act like you don't love me. And Ian Eastwood was like in fucking front of us. When I say this man was right there, bro, he was right there, didn't even notice him. Like, we were drunk off our asses. Like, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm an alcohol specialist, so don't judge me, but like, yeah. And then Uncle just kept getting me drinks. I'm like, bro, Uncle, you the best, you the best.
I swear every time I watch you, girl, I pray for that. The moment I get to touch you, girl, I pray for that. Ooh, nobody up in here is looking as good as you do. I promise you I'll be true. Where you at? Where you at? Girl, it's all on you. Take my hand, but it's all on you. I know that you're the best. I know that you're scared of love, but if you give me the chance, I know that I'll be the one.
And then we ended up going back to Uncle and Tiffany and Jake's hotel, and we just ended up playing beer pong and just like having the time of our lives. And we woke up to go and see the boys at the airport. Why did we go and see? We went to go see the boys at the airport. They missed their flight because they were going to Canada. They missed their flight and had to take a later flight. And I'm like, and we had to check out of the hotel, so it was just like, it was slow. It was like, no, we can't, we gotta go. So we had reasons to be at the airport anyway because we had to drop Janae off. And then Boston. So at first we were like, I have no clue how we gonna get there, like we need to. Ended up pulling some strings together, had to talk to Kayla. We had to get Ari to fly in to leave, literally, like we planned this in literally 2 days. Planned it in 2 days. So there's gonna be a whole nother vlog for Boston too, just wait on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is part 2 of part 1, duh. But make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you pulled up to the function, if you pulled up to any of the functions that I pulled up to, or if you're streaming Jello. Yee. Make sure you subscribe because you're here already, so why not? Turn on that bell so you know when I post, because like I got 2 more videos coming your way. I got the vlog of Boston, then I got the vlog of the whole road trip, so get ready. Love you guys, bye.
Take you for